guys, and welcome to another episode of Zayd's Experience. My name is Zayd, and yeah. Okay, time out. We are totally missing something right now. And I have a really good idea what it is. 1 minute. There you go. Cheers, guys. Yep, that's definitely what we needed. Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Zayd's Experience. My name is Zayd, and today I'm just going to be giving you guys an update on my 45 days of going carnivore. I want to start by saying that I have not cheated on this diet at all. Not once, nothing. Like not even a nibble on anything, literally. And it's gotten to a point where my girlfriend has been eating like a piece of chocolate or something, and she's like, oh, I can't even give you a kiss right now. But that's just me being dumb and just like being super obsessive about it. So I have not cheated once at all. That being said, I have been wanting to communicate that for the past 2 weeks, I have recorded a weight of 186 pounds consistently. And today I recorded a weight of 189. So I've actually gone up in weight. I haven't changed anything at all. I have been eating around the same times. The only one food that I really switched up was when that Conor McGregor versus Khabib fight came out, and I had some shrimp, I had some meat. That's about it. That's about the only different thing that I've really done. But other than that, everything's been super steady. I haven't really changed anything. Every week when I do weigh myself, I always weigh myself exactly the same way. Just in boxers, I go ahead and I get up on top of the scale, and that happens first thing in the morning. So there's really nothing in my stomach. It's completely empty. That way I get consistent and accurate recordings all the time. So for this week, since I recorded 189, I got a little skeptical as to if I ate more or what is starting to happen. Having said all this, I think I'm starting to really gain some muscle. Isn't it? It's freaking hot in here. See, I'm just sitting down and I'm sweating already. Whew. There you go. So, like I said, I think I am starting to make quite a bit of muscle. I started noticing this on my traps. My traps started to get way bigger. My arms starting to get bigger again. I'm starting to get that physique that I used to have when I used to eat a bunch of carbs. Whenever I was doing CrossFit training and I was just really going super hard, just doing a bunch of back squats, a bunch of front squats. I'm starting to get that physique by just eating this carnivore diet now. I'm happy to report that I think my strength is fully at 100%, which is great, because I hate going to the gym and feeling like a turd. I hate that feeling. Having said that, I think the cardio component of it is not the same. And I know I haven't been doing as much cardio as I used to do. I used to go super hard with a lot of the workouts of the day, or WODs, when I was doing CrossFit. I used to go super hard. That was my one thing. Anything that had a lot of movement, I can actually move quite a bit, even though I was the chubby guy in the class. I might have not been able to put up with a lot of the super strong guys, but I did manage to hold my own when we were talking about moving around, jumping around, doing double unders, burpees, assault bike, all of that. So I think my cardio component still feels like it's at 75, 80-ish %. It's just not the same, and hopefully it does get better over time. I know it takes a really, really long time to go ahead and to just fully transition into this diet, especially if all you've done all your life, or at least all I've done all my life, is just eat of carbs. That was my main fuel source all the time. And when I did transition to keto, I guess that did kind of help a little bit, but it was just never there. That was even worse, actually. But now I think it has taken me a full 2 months almost to go ahead and to get used to this. I'll keep on reporting back to you guys on that, on the cardio aspect of it. I know a couple of people have asked me in the comments below, so I'll be sure to report back on that in the next week and a half or so, see if anything's changed. Hopefully it does, because I'm really liking this diet. Another very important thing to mention, I think, is even though I'm not seeing the results on the scale, the thing that does lead me to believe that I'm still not, I don't think it's fat at all, is I can physically see the changes in the mirror. Luckily, my closet is just a giant mirror, so every morning when I do wake up, I go ahead and just wake up. I always go to sleep on boxers. I cannot sleep with anything on, just my boxers. And so whenever I do wake up, I turn on the light and I'm able to see everything, and I can physically see that my six-pack is finally starting to come out, which is totally awesome. It's not fully a six-pack yet, it's more of a three-pack. We got the two guys here on top coming out, and we got the big guy still down here. But that's more than enough for me right now. It's more than I've seen in a very, very long time. So I'm super happy with that. Also, I can see the definition of my muscles really start to really come out. I don't know if you guys can see. And this is not to brag or anything like that, but you can really start seeing the definition of some muscles. I'm really starting to see a couple of more, let's see, more veins here start to pop out. So that leads me to believe that I am still getting lean. Otherwise, those would start to get covered up as they usually do. So that's one of the first things that I really start to notice when I start to gain weight, that these veins don't start to pop out as much, which means they're getting covered by fat, which means I'm gaining weight, which means I need to work harder. 2, 3. The new way to do bicep, guys. But all silliness aside, guys, I'm really enjoying this diet. I don't know what to say. All cravings are gone, but I will say there's only 2 things that I've been craving like freaking crazy, and I don't know why. But it's the only 2 things. One is every now and then, I just want a peach. I want a peach. I don't know why. I want a peach. I see a peach, and my body just kind of wants to go ahead and get that peach. And it's not even like reaching out and grabbing it. It's more like pouncing on the peach and getting it. Like, that's the only thing when I do see a peach. And the other thing, it's peanuts. Peanut butter. Not almond butter, not cashews, nothing. Peanut butter. Whenever I see peanut butter, like, I just want to grab the entire, like, jar of peanut butter and, like, sit down like a little kid, grab it and spoonful. That's the only thing. The other day I went to the store. Literally, I went through the aisles where they have all the chips, where they have all that sugary stuff, bunch of breads and everything. I was just like, the smell kind of gets to you a little bit, but nothing that you can't say no to. And that's my main thing. There's a lot of things that you'll see and they're like, oh, okay, I can see why somebody would want that, but at this point, I don't need it. I don't mind it. But when I do see peanut butter, that's a totally different story. I saw these peanut butter cups that they have on display, like on this little display window, and they were like kind of like store-made or homemade peanut butter cups. It looked awesome. Like, it looked awesome. It was just like, there was one complete one and there was one like parted in half, and you can see how much peanut butter it had inside, so I really wanted that one. But that's about it. That's all the cravings that I've gone, and it happens like once or twice a week. So for all of those of you guys who think that there is going to be 0 cravings, in my opinion, my perspective, what I've gone through, I think that there will be some things that you just won't be able to fight off, and this has been a continuous thing kind of since day 1. So I've been trying to stay away from those as much as I can. And as I told you, I want to do this for at least 90 days, just nothing, just completely nothing, just strict carnivore. So I'm pretty good at sticking at that. As far as inflammation goes, super low. I think it's at an all-time low. I think I feel way better about my joints. I still have my problems here at my shoulder and here at my knee, but they've definitely been a lot less. So that's a positive. Actually, let me see if you guys can hear it. There's gonna be a pop. Hopefully you guys heard it. It popped up right on the first one. Just But I'm getting that sorted out. I'm going to physical therapy. I just got acupuncture done last Friday, I believe. And I think that helped out quite a little bit. So we're going to be testing it out at the gym. Probably not going all out at all. Not a smart thing. But that's the other thing I wanted to mention. I am going to start going a little bit harder on the gym since I do feel a lot more adapted to this diet. I feel like it's finally time for me to really start hitting it a little bit harder, to start bringing that intensity up to that 75%-ish and see where that type of training takes me with this diet. Because right now, all I've been doing has been kind of going like 50-60%-ish, and I'm still losing weight, so I'm super happy about that. I'm doing like a third of what I've been doing for the past 10 years. Yeah, I think I'm doing actually like a third. Between all the moving, all my jobs that I had, and everything, I think I'm doing about a third. I am busy with other things, but exercise-wise, I am doing a lot less, and I'm dropping a lot more. Kind of sounds crazy, but now my girlfriend is seeing it, my older brother's seeing it, my sister's seeing it, my mom just saw me. She hadn't seen me ever since I started, and she was like, "Ay, mijo, perdiste mucho peso, ¿por qué no estás comiendo? No, come algo." And she just... I'm sorry, but that's how my mom gets. And she was super happy because she saw me from she used to help me every now and then when I just got home and passed out and I couldn't do my meals, or I forgotten to do my meals. She would wake up a little bit earlier every now and then and she would help me out, and she knew nothing on the rice, nothing on the chicken, nothing on the beef, nothing. Like she just knew it was like plain everything. I didn't even add salt back then. So for her to see me like this and for me to tell her what I was doing was a super big change, and she was super happy for me, so that meant a lot to me. Now, I haven't seen my dad, so I think I'll be visiting him in the next couple of days, see what he has to say about it, but I think I might actually just record what he says, because he's quite a character. He'll tell me straight up if I haven't lost any weight, or if I have lost any weight, he'll tell me straight up. There's gonna be like nothing. He'll either say, "Mijo, estás gordo," or he's gonna say, "Ay, mijo, si está bajando de peso, no, sígale, sígale." There's no in between with my dad, which is what kind of how I am. So like I said, even though I don't see the weight coming off of the scale, I feel really good that I can actually see the changes in the mirror. And the next thing that I wanted to say is, for all those of you guys who really look at the scale all the time, do realize that it can be a very, very traumatizing thing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I am definitely saying that also take into account what you physically see in the mirror. What the scale reads might be accurate, but what you're seeing is something completely different. So make sure you guys assess that as well. I know in a couple of comments, a couple of people have reported that their weight loss has stopped. A lot of them start to see way more muscle definition, way more muscle just coming up, especially in a lot of women. So that's super awesome, because I know women have a little bit of a harder time making muscle. So it's a super cool thing. And I think my girlfriend actually, she started to report not too long ago, she's not fully eating carnivore, but she's definitely eating more meat now. She rarely eats any carbs, but she has been eating some plants on the side. She just hasn't been able to drop all that. And that's another thing, guys. That's perfectly fine. I think that is perfectly understandable, and it's kind of on you if you kind of want to go ahead and start off this carnivore diet. Remember, this is something that you are doing for you and for maybe your loved ones if you have if you're really overweight, or if you're really doing it just to improve your health. You are doing it for yourself at the end of the day and for your loved ones. That doesn't mean that they have to fall on the same path that you guys are in. This is something that I learned a very long time ago. I wanted my girlfriend to eat that 5 to 6 meals a day to kind of just go on with me, and I told her several times, hey, you know, you eating carne asada fries right beside me makes it really hard. And she told me a couple of times, and I think I never really got it until just a couple of years ago. And I'm never gonna forget. She said, you're the one that chose to do this, and I know you want to get a better physique, and I know you want to better yourself, but that's totally on you. And I think that was a blunt answer that I really needed to hear, especially from somebody that I love so much. So when you are doing this diet, guys, do remember, the only thing you can do is worry about yourself, what you are eating, what you are ingesting. Take care of yourself and do it at the best of your ability. And do remember that other people have other goals If they are interested and if they kind of want to go that path, more power to you guys. You know, you guys can go ahead and do it all in a family aspect kind of thing, but don't force anybody. It's really tough for them to reject you as well. It might not sound like it, but it's definitely, it can definitely cause some problems. And remember, we're here to better ourselves in every way. And if we're doing it by eating better, by bettering our physique, but our personal lives are kind of going to the dumpster, sometimes you think about it and it's like, is it really worth it? There's a balance in everything, guys. I'm not saying to not take care of one or not take care of the other. You know, keep that balance going. So feeling super great, guys, super awesome. I mean, I can't really complain about anything other than this freaking noise upstairs. I have no clue what's up with my neighbors. I literally took like 10-15 minutes off of making this video just because they have like this rumbling noise that's going on top. Hopefully you guys don't hear it on the video. I'm gonna throw a low pass filter and a bunch of other stuff to see if I can drown out the sound. But it literally just sounds like there's something going on top. So I am going to start going a little bit harder at the gym, but if I do see that the definition is kind of fading out a little bit, like I'm getting a couple of more chubbies, maybe I'm eating a little bit more fat, maybe I'm changing something, not sure, I am going to go ahead and start to incorporate some cardio by next week. And along with that, I will also probably start doing some intermittent fasting. But up until now, I think I'm gonna start upping the intensity at the gym, and hopefully that'll be enough to kind of keep a steady fat loss whilst keeping my strength up. Also, guys, let me know in the comment section how many of you guys can live without coffee. I mean, I do have one drug, and it's my drug of choice, coffee. I mean, I can't function without it. I mean, I can, but I won't. I choose not to. And if you do drink a bunch of coffee like I do, what kind of coffee do you guys like? French press, Chemex, on your coffee maker, Keurig. Sorry, I got nothing against Keurig. They have one at work, but if I could, I'd get a Chemex. Just saying. Pour overs are awesome. Right, Rhino? By the way, guys, this is Rhino. I know a couple of people have been mentioning the little hamster. His name is Rhino. He's been traveling with me everywhere for the past 6 years. My girlfriend gave it to me quite a long time ago. So he has been traveling with me. He's gone to Costa Rica with me. He's gone to France and Spain with me. He went to Africa with me. He's gone to Mexico, several places in Mexico actually. And this year he might be going to Iceland with me. So you'll definitely see Rhino just about everywhere I go. But with that being said, guys, thanks for joining me on another episode of Zay's Experience. Hopefully you guys like this video, and I will keep updating you guys on everything that does happen right now. I know a lot of you have been saying that this is very useful. Hopefully it continues to be useful. Gotta keep some falling off. There you go, little buddy. As always, go ahead and leave a comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, or anything that you want to see in this channel. Leave it all down there. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, go ahead and put it down there as well. Let me know why not. And I'll try to work as hard as possible to make them a little bit better every time. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and push that button. You guys know what to do, and hit that bell. That way you guys get notified every single time I come up with a new video. I've been coming up with at least 1 to 2 videos every week for the past 4 or 5 weeks since you guys have been a lot more responsive. It pushes me to do a lot better on the channel. It keeps me accountable. So like I have been saying on every single one of my videos up until now, your guys' point of view, your guys' comments do matter. I do rate every single one of those comments, and I do respond to every single one of them. So make sure you go ahead and drop a line or 2 down there. But that is it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me on another episode. Zay out. Peace.